What up? What up? Mile high salute. Mile high salute. Mile high salute. Hope everybody's blessed on this AM of a day of Wednesday. We are having a show tonight. I think I'm gonna be off on time, but right, if you on the live, man, I'll probably if we could schedule the show for like 7:30, let me know. I'll hit you up after this live. So I have a real question for all my real generals, my real homies, right? The real homies that have some smarts to them. When is what's up with it? What's up with it? What's up with it? Mile high salute to the riders. What's up, man? Yeah, I seen that, man. He fired the Nuggies. Nuggies, I don't understand it. I don't understand it, man. We fired our coach before the playoffs. Doesn't make sense. What's up, Ghost? Alfred, what's up, my brother? Mile high salute to the homies. So I have a real question. When is old play a factor to some people in the game and just like the life, bro? When are you too old? Like, when do you become the age of being too old and you just have to give up and just do something else? When is it? Because I looked at this, I seen this documentary, and I seen this hood vlogs, right? And you had these old ass dudes like in their 60, 70 years old, bro, right? They're 60 and 70. What's up, man? What's up, fool? Nuggets making moves. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just seen the moves that they made, and I don't understand it, man. I don't know how you just fire a coach right before the playoffs, man. That's crazy. Well, let me know the moves, man. Ben, if you know the moves, let me know the move, man. What's the drill? So, and I seen this dude, and this is the crazy part, homie, is the dude that was on this hood vlogs, he actually was a little bit back talking about Denver and what's original out here. He from Cali. He ain't even from Denver. Never been out here in his life. And he talking about who's original and who's not, right? If you know, you know. And then I seen him on a vlog and stuff, bro. And he like, in California, we don't ever leave the park. We'll be here to the end of days, and it doesn't matter how old you get, we will be in this park. That's the difference between California and every other state, is that, you get a certain age and people they want to do better for themselves. They want to get a job and not be so invested in politics. And he was like, in California, we don't do that. In Cali, we're rooted to the park till we die. and then to top it off, bro, is that there was like this 70-year-old fool. He's all drunk and he's like 70 years old. And he's like, cuz I'm still in the park. I'm still in the park after dark. I'm still in the park. I'm like, damn, fool, you're like 70 years old, bro. When do you cut off? When do you just give up? Like, you can't be in the park no more, bro. You need to be in a senior citizen place, bro. You got to give it up, bro. You 70 years old, man. Yeah, Ghost. You 70 years old, bro. You can't be in the park after dark no more, bro. And then it made me actually analyze like some people I know in real life, and they're keeping the dream of being young. They just want to be young, bro. And I'm looking at I'm analyzing the situation, and I'm like, dude, you do not look presentable to the eye no more, bro. That is not the get down, homie. Like, you can't just be a dude that just doesn't think of like different things to do in your life. Like, you ain't gonna enjoy life. You ain't gonna do nothing different. You're just gonna be in the park with the homies. It has to come to a point, bro. You get tired of that shit, fool. You get tired. I know from myself, bro. I couldn't do it no more, bro. I can't be around little kids no more and be around the homies no more, bro. That shit is, man, I don't know, homie. But that shit, to me, that did not look cool whatsoever, homie. You 70 years old and you still in the park. This fool was happy to be in the park. That was his whole goal, bro, is to be in the park. It's all about priorities. I choose my family over the streets. Nah, you have to, my homie Ghost. Like, you have to get to a point in your life. Let's see what the homie said. Malone is old egg, and our GM don't know how to trade for players at all. Hey, I'm gonna say like this, man. I'm sorry to say, man, the aspect of the Nuggies, bro. If they don't get another championship with Joker, bro, in this window, you know how long it might take for the Nuggies to get back to the championship, fool. Like, I don't know if you just do that before the playoffs. Like, nobody, a new coach coming in the playoff aspect, bro. Nobody's gonna really actually adapt to that, bro, before the playoffs. So I guess we're just chalking up the playoff run. They don't believe in the playoffs this year. They don't believe they can win the championship, and that's just crazy to me. Um, but yeah, when is age a factor, man? When do you get to just be like, hey, bro, I gotta make some other shit happen, or is it really what they put out there? Is it really what they put out there, bro? You saw it, you sign on that dotted line, and now you have to be in the park. You have to be with the homies the rest of your life. You have to. It's like a mandatory thing. I don't know, bro. I find that actually kind of ludicrous, bro. Because at one point in your life, when you get older, you can't even do nothing for the homies after you're too old. What are you gonna do for the homies? You can't get out there rumbling. What you gonna do for the homies? You just gonna be out there with the young kids, like, because majority of the new fools coming in are youth. You gonna just be chilling with the youth? You gonna be chilling with the kids, looking crazy? Homie look crazy. Homie was all drunk. He's all 70 years old. Like, cuz I'm gonna be in the hood till I die, cuz on the trays, cuz I'm gonna be in the hood till I die, cuz there ain't no changing me, cuz. I said, damn. All right, OG, you stay at that park. Get your money, homie. You know, I don't know, bro. I guess I see it a little different, homie. I guess I see it a little different. Some fools can't get out the hood. I mean, you have choices in life, bro. There's choices. Everybody can make different choices. You really want something, you gonna get it, right, man? You really want it, you gonna get it, homie. There's gonna be no excuse for what you want. That's a mindset. I mean, I understand it because sometimes people feel like they can't get out of a hood, but you have choices in life, bro. You either gonna do it or you're not. You can't play that. You Once you get a certain age, you can't play that role of excuse, because after a while, it becomes an excuse. There's people that done literally went to prison for 30 plus years and got out, bro, and literally are successful. So I mean, I understand, like, yeah, some fools can't get out the hood, but you do have choices in life. You can actually do stuff to better your life all the way around. If you want to get away from the hood, you got to make that choice. Even if fools don't like what you're making, you have to stand up for what you believe, bruh. Because if you don't stand up for what you believe, you're always going to be dictated by what the hood wants from you. And you'll never be able to live that. If you have that mindset, you always going to have that mindset, and you're never going to actually get to the next step in your life. Yeah, I can't get out the hood. Bro, you have an opportunity to get out of the hood. There's no reason why a fool shouldn't say that, bro. If you want to get out the hood and you're an adult, you move. You don't have to stay put. Move, like, bounce. You don't have to stay there. But people don't know how to change. That's the thing. That's the difference. People don't know how to break away from that identity of the hood. People don't want to break away, because once they break away, they just don't feel like their old self. They don't recognize their self. And people can't live with that shit. That's the truth. Because once you step out of that uncomfort zone, you feel naked. You don't feel like yourself. So yeah, bro, I'm gonna say it 100%. It's like everybody that literally lets years and pass, and they say, I can't, you're already speaking death into your life. You're already speaking death into your life. When you say I can't get out the hood, bro, you're speaking death into your life. You're gonna start believing that shit. And that's why people become stagnant in their action. This is like people that work out. I can't get big, bro. I can't lose weight, bro. I can't. It's just not in my genetics. No, that's the lie, fool. If you put in work, you're gonna get your actions. You're gonna see the actions. I mean, I literally, I don't know, bro. I understand that. I understand what you're saying, bro. People doubt different cars, but if I played that role, bro, I would have just stayed stagnant because I felt like that at a certain time. Like I felt like, oh, it's the cards I was dealt. Like I can't change. It's the cards I was dealt, bro. Like there's no changing for me. Bro, do you know who I am? And I'm just saying, bro, if I would have kept that mindset, bro, I wouldn't be the success aspect that I'm having now, but I had to make a change. And one thing I'll tell you, and I'm gonna say this from experience. When I made a change, bro, to separate from a lot of people and start getting on the square, bro, when I started getting on the square route, I didn't even like myself at first. I'm like, damn, bro, I felt so just in my stomach, bro. I didn't even feel right, homie. But in the long run, it was better for me, homie. But I had to actually make them actions happen, step out of my comfort zone. I had to make different actions happen, bro, because I always played the victim. I'm gonna be real. I used to play the victim to the streets, bro. Like, yeah, I can't change, bro. I'm so deep in the game. I'm so deep in the game. Like, I don't know, homie. Progress, yeah, I can't get big. Fool, yeah, fools be saying that. Like, I can't get big, and then they'll literally won't hit the gym ever. They just like, bro, it's my genetics. I can't get big. You could get big. You just don't want to get big. You can stop smoking crack, bro. You just don't want to stop smoking crack. Fools say that shit too. I'm an addict. Like, bro, we get it. It's going to be hard, but anything that's worth fighting for and anything that you really want, you literally can beat anything, bro. You're not, I mean, then that becomes like you're too weak, right? And I think every person has potential to reach their full situations, bro. See, and this is what I'm gonna say to that too, bro. And salute to Van, bro. Like I got major love for you, bro, and I appreciate the input. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, I understand what you're saying, but for me, if I stayed to what people told me, I got out of prison, bro. And I had one of the most violent offenses ever, homie, which, you know what that did to me? That didn't allow me to get any jobs, homie. Like I couldn't get jobs because of my background, fool. Literally homicides in the wording of my background. So when they do a background check, every job says no. Every job. So me getting doors closed in my face left and right. You know what else it did? Me having my background and what it words, I couldn't get no apartments, bro. So I had all that writing on my neck. No apartments because they wouldn't rent to me. No jobs because of the violent offensive. So I couldn't even pull myself out the trap. And on top of that, I still literally had to lower standard everything I did in life because I had to settle for the worst, bro. For the worst of worst. I didn't have no opportunities getting out the penitentiary, bro. Because I don't have like a case that is normal, bro. I don't have a case that's normal. And I have politics all around me at all times, bro. When I got out, you could ask my wife, homie, the homies were around me at all times. They used to pull up. That's what I did. But it came to a realization. 5 years passed, 7 years passed, and I'm like, bro, I literally have the same results I had 7 years ago. And I said, hey, if I'm gonna change and I want to reach my full potential, I have to make dramatic steps. First thing I did was anybody that was not on success, I had to separate. I had to take them people out of my life, and that was the hardest thing for me, bro. Taking people out of my life that I loved. But if I didn't take them people out of my life and I kept making excuses for them, they would have kept me down. It wouldn't have mixed. I would have actually been still surrounded by them people that didn't really have genuine love for my well-being, bro. They literally didn't care. It was all about hood paw. It was all about what they could benefit off of me. So if I didn't strip that away and get away from them people, first and foremost, it was not going to change. And that has to do with a lot of people's situation. Fucking weirdo. Second of all, I had to really believe in myself, bro. Because for a long time, I didn't believe in myself. I use that mindset all the time. I can't get out the hood, bro. Do you know who I am? I can't get away from this shit. And that's what a lot of people do. They already believe that shit. But my wife had to literally say, hey, bro, you can do this, homie. And it was the best decision I made, but I had to make them decision. Third of all, I had to do research how to start a business, how to literally start my own business. But we're so in the hood, we don't even like to have education, bro. We don't even like to do research because we're just in this mindset like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'd rather sell the sack, homie. I'd rather pick up a dope sack. That's cool for the time being, bro, but that don't get you nowhere. And you just have to make steps, bro. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, homie. I think when you're able to knuckle up on your own and you don't need your friends, and that's one thing too, bro. Nikki, sis, it's like that, bro. Like 100, the hood, bro, and the people around me was me, homie. It was my identity. It was brotherhood, bro. It was, it was brotherhood. Like that's all I conducted myself with, and I had to get away from that shit because if I didn't, I would be just stuck, bro. And then I would be talking about the same old stuff. Like, yeah, I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck. Yeah, and I agree, who right? I agree. People won't change, but I think honestly, like, it's because a lot of times, bro, they just don't want to change. They don't want to actually have the responsibility of change. I believe that I believe a lot of people, bro, they rather stay in that victim mindset and be like, nah, homie, I'm not changing for nothing. Because it's not the especially coming from the neighborhoods, bro. It's not the right mindset that we grew up off of. But one thing that I seen, homie, that just made me kind of just laugh and just got my stomach turning is because I seen video with the food cartoon and they're talking about being at the park after dark till the wheels fall off. Like, there, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, yeah, bro, like that, and that was their whole argument is like in the other states, this is why it's different because we stay at the park till we die. And that just is crazy to me. That's just ludicrous to me. Like, damn, fool, you stay at the park? Like, that's what you guys do? That's your whole accomplishment, being at a park? And that's a badass look, bro. An old ass man wanting to be in the park till they die, homie. 7 years old, still at the park. No accomplishments in life and fool still acting up. My bad, I'm parking. So I hope everybody's good, man, on this beautiful morning. Yeah, I could do a couple of videos. I kind of YouTube been kind of slowing down the process, my bro. So I kind of just backed off of doing like regular videos because YouTube. Can't let the hood be your identity. Nah, and that's the difference. That's the aspect. Like, if that's, because a lot of people understand this, bro. Like, once you have a resume and a report card, people are never gonna see you in a different light, homie. Fools are always gonna be like, yeah, that's that fool from there, that's that fool from there, especially if you got a resume. And I understand that, you know what I'm saying? But what the situation is, bro, and I see this from a lot of my uncles, bro, and a lot of my cousins, and even some of my cousins, homie. And they actually put it out there like it's an honor to just be 50, 60 years old and still be doing what they were doing in 20s. Like, yeah, bro, I ain't never changed up. And they'll literally preach that. Like, don't, yeah, bro. And they and in their mind, homie, right there, in their mind, they're really saying they're never gonna change up, meaning they're never ever gonna walk away from what they were doing 20 years ago. They're still doing exactly what they're doing, and they're 60, and 60, 55 years old. And I'm like, damn, bro, you ain't made no changes. Like, you're the same individual. I used to look up to you fools. I used to look up to you. And now I'm just like, bro, I don't look up. I don't know why. I definitely don't know why I looked up to you. Cause man, you really don't have any traits. Most are scared to change due being judged by, and that's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing. 100 right there, Rod. People are really scared to actually make changes because they don't want to be viewed as a sellout. They so impressionable about what people around think, and that's the truth right there. Cartoon was waiting on everyone to leave so he could say little homie. That's crazy, bro. And that's the same dude that has so much to talk about Denver politics, you know. And in his video, bro, he was just, he just telling why it's so authentic and this and that. And he's like, he's like, yeah, bro, this is why we are so different in the land, because we stay at the park. This is where we gonna be, at the park. There's no walking away from the park. I said, damn, bro, is this the same fool that was talking about Alabama and, what I'm saying, booty bandits? And this is what they do. This is who they looking up to. Like, that's crazy to me, bro. Mindset. That's wild. Salute, man. I appreciate everybody, bro. I appreciate all the writers, man. And I'm not, and this is the thing, even in the Bible, when we talk about the Bible, bro, it talks about coming to God as you are, right? And God needs to utilize you. If you have a warrior spirit, bro, and this is what I'm going to leave everybody because I got to get to work. If you have a warrior spirit, he don't want you to just change and be a sucker, bro. He wants you to actually use that warrior spirit for his kingdom. That's what I'm going to leave you as. Like, he don't want you to just change and be like, bro, I'm just literally not this. He built you. God built you who you are. So if you are a writer, he wants you to be a writer for the kingdom of God. He don't want you to just act like something you're not. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not about changing who you are. It's just about changing your mindset and doing what's best for you. Because if you don't do what's best for you, you're always going to be dictated by everybody around you. And them fools actually can be nobodies, bro. They might not have anything going for themselves, and they can tell you anything how to be prosperous. They won't even give you a good job on your success, but you're gonna be dictated and loyal to that shit where literally they'll let you die, bro. They'll let you die in the streets. Them same fools that you want to be loyal to, they'll be the ones that kill you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the fam, man. Sucks when your mentality pass up people you looked up to. Yeah, bro. And that's one thing that I'm so heartbroken, because I look at some of my older homies and stuff, bro, and I'm like, what? Why did I ever look up to you, bro? You guys are some suckers, bro. Like, real shit. I look up to some of the fools that literally just I used to idolize, bro. And I'm like, damn, bro. Y'all are doing bad right now. And I would actually care, but you ain't even trying to make any changes in your life. So it's just a lost cause. And but shout out to everybody, man. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed Sunday. Hey, we doing a show tonight, man. Dummy dodging. You guys go sign up, sub up to the homie. Me too, Rada. Me too. But at the same time, it's just for it. It's because we have a heart for people, bro. Like, that's the difference between the people I actually surround myself with now. It's about having that aspect. You have a heart for the younger generation. You don't want people to go through that shit. I don't wish that shit on nobody, bro. All the shit that I've been through, the traumas, bro. We were talking about, me and my wife was talking about this last night, and the conversation got heated. And all the traumas, bro, that I were affected by. Even my wife, she ain't even politicking, bro. My wife went through so much mental stuff when I was gang banging and I was in marriage, and I literally put politicking before marriage, and my wife went through a lot of shit, bro. And we literally are going through the dramas. We're trying to detox from the dramas, bro. My wife went through shit that you shouldn't even have to go through, just not even being in politics, but she was forced to be in war zones and shootouts and different things because I was literally making that choice over our marriage. Like, nah, that's what I did my whole life. Like, yeah, bro. So we had a discussion, and it was a good discussion. It got a little heated, but we needed that. We needed, because the traumas is real, bro. We can't actually act like it's not, that stuff don't go on. And every day, bro, every day we go through me and wifey, we go through the struggle of literally my choices and then choices that we made as a marriage couple, and we're trying to figure shit out. And it all stems from my background, and it all stems from like not doing right action. And we're still trying to figure that shit out, bro. A mental aspect, bro, mental gymnastics. And that's one thing they don't teach you in this life. You gonna have mental breakdowns, bro, in your mind. Especially if you know only one way to conduct yourself, you're gonna be mentally affected, homie. Not just your physical, your mental is gonna be affected. It's PTSD all the way around, and that's the truth, man. But tonight, y'all sub up, man. Y'all tune in tonight. The Hump Day show, bro. Hey, Who Ride? I'm gonna call you, man. I literally probably gonna get out of here about 7:15. So if we could do it at 7:30, but I'll hit you up, bro. Shout out to the chat, man. Mohai salute. You guys have a beautiful, blessed day. And then to the next go around, you know the logo, man. Let's go.